Peace, peace, Black people. Welcome to Yemima's World, the Jelly Moose's Cafe. We are our ancestors. I am your hostess, Yemima. It's always good to be Black in the land of the living once again. This was going to be real short and sweet, but I just had to get it off my chest. And I chose this particular music. I'm going to just let it play for like a second or two. All right. So you guys know that Hulk Hogan died today, I believe. And the uh, some people are mourning his passing, his dying, and then some are saying good riddance to bad rubbish. And I am one of those some. What I am looking at on my timeline is Negropeans talking about how they grew up watching this man on wrestling and that he was their hero. He was their icon. And I'm baffled. I'm baffled because even before the raid to the cis remarks that he made about his daughter dating a Black man, I never liked him. Even growing up, I never liked the man. I thought that his persona was stupid. I hated seeing him yell. He would turn this tomato red all over his whole head. Would look like it was about to explode. I didn't think he was a great wrestler. I don't know what the big hype was. I never have when it came to him. So when he came out as a Raid to the Cis, it didn't bother me because I never liked him. So I wasn't surprised, nor did I care. Um, and I'm seeing all up and down my timeline where people are like, well, I grew up watching him. He was my icon. He was my hero. And I don't have to agree with what he said about being racist, but I still can have a heart and sympathy for his family. Like his daughter, who he told, I don't know. I think he said something to the effect of, if you're going to date a ninja, at least date one with some money. You're dating an average ninja. And I'm paraphrasing. I don't know what the heck he said, but he said something to that effect. And so we have been conditioned as Black people to feel empathy for our oppressor. And the reason that we do that, the reason that we feel empathy for our oppressor is because the religion that they forced on us, that our oppressors wrote the handbook for that religion, put it in the handbook to pray for your enemies. So even though some people are looking at him as an oppressor, as an enemy, as a raid to the cis, because of the religion that was forced on us, they feel like that they have to still show some empathy and sympathy. I saw one person say something. I mean, they gave this long soliloquy, even longer than when Malcolm Jamal Warner passed, because we also grew up watching him on the Cosby Show. But I'm seeing these Hulk Hogan obituaries online where people are, well, yeah, I know he said something racist, but he was still, a great wrestler and blah, 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 blah. Do you honestly, let me ask y'all something. Do you think that if Hitler had some type of redeeming qualities, and he may have, I don't know, but do you think that the Jewish people would look past his racism to find those redeeming qualities and pray for him? I don't think that they would. And then I see Black people putting Malcolm Jamal Warner and Hulk Hogan in the same picture, saying rest in peace, when he would have called Malcolm a ninja. On the plantation, again, we were forced to have empathy for those who would beat us every day, who would SA our mothers, our daughters, who would unalive our sons. And when they got sick or when they died, we were expected to mourn their death more than we would our own kin. When our people would die, We were expected to bury them quickly and get back to work. So I'm baffled at this outpouring of love for this man who is a 47 supporter. When I was growing up, I watched wrestling also. My icons were Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas. Rocky Johnson is The Rock's father. That's how The Rock got into wrestling, because of his father, Rocky Johnson. I remember when Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas were the first African Americans to win the tag team belt. Now, they were under the thumb of Vince McMahon, who was also Ray to the Cyst. But back in the 70s, those were our icons. I'm baffled. And Rocky Johnson, actually, he passed away. He transitioned, I think, a couple of years ago. There was no fanfare. There was nobody online talking about him. I'm so baffled. We are never going to be able to come together as a people, because we don't even mourn our own for as long as we mourn the oppressors. And you know who ain't saying boo about any of the people that have passed away, including Malcolm Jamal Warner? There are a few white people that have, expressed their condolences, but most of them, they don't give a flip flop about any of them. They ain't said shit about Ozzy Osbourne. They ain't said shit about Hulk Hogan. They ain't said shit about Chuck Mangione. They ain't said shit about the guy from Charmed who passed away a few weeks ago. White people don't care. They don't know these people. They don't care. But all up and down Black people's timeline, you are mourning a racist. I swear to God, you daggone people may have actually mourned the guy in Germany. What the hell is wrong with us? All right, I'm going to get off my soapbox, because I just had to get that out, because I'm really getting pissed. My delete button and my unfriend and unfollow game is swift and tight tonight, buddy. Because I don't want to be friends with anyone who prays for Ray to the Cyst, who would have lovingly and gladly attended one of those picnics where you were the guest of honor, sitting in the treetops. Until next time, you know the drill. Love each other. Love yourself. Give each other some grace. Not Ray to the Cyst. Give yourself some grace. Remember, we are our ancestors. For us to forgive their oppressors, don't sit well with their spirit. Honor your ancestors, and they will honor you. Until next time, peace, fam.